The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hey, welcome to Ring and All Other Sports. My name is Leo Connors. I'm your host, along with my co-host, Derek Dukes, and our very special guest, Kevin Polito. Tonight, we're going to do a end-of-the-year wrestling special. Cover a lot of stuff. Basically, we're not really going to cover TNA or anything like that. We might get into the independents here and there a little bit, but first, we're going to jump right into the WWE, the titles, how the titles that changed hands this year, which I was surprised there really wasn't a lot this year. You know, 4 or 5 title changes. Back in the 70s and 80s, you would hold them a lot longer.
Years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, let's start off with the U.S. title. Going in to the new year, Rusev was the champ. He had beat Sheamus in November. Yeah. And in March, John Cena beat Rusev.
Yep.
Which was not a big surprise. I mean, if you're not going to put the world title on him, you got to give him something. Even though he does not need a title.
No.
Cena doesn't need a title.
Not at all.
And from there, Seth Rollins beat Cena in August, and that was a great match.
Yeah, but the whole thing was with the U.S. title. Then it was which I really enjoyed, because it was when he did the open challenge.
Yes, that was great.
That was excellent, because it showed you that I don't care who you are.
Yep.
I don't care who the booker is. Send him in here. Let's have a match. And he had some great matches. And they brought guys up from NXT.
Sami Zayn.
It was wonderful. It was great stuff,
Yeah, they got away from that.
They did, and that's terrible. That's totally terrible, because you should use those guys. If they're not booked at Full Sail, bring them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put them in, even if they lay down, who cares? At least you're bringing them up to the main stage. Give them a chance.
Right, we're definitely going to get into all those who they should bring up later.
Amen.
That's definite.
Amen to that.
From there, Cena ended up beating Rollins a little less than a month later to get the title back. And then Sheamus, then Alberto Del Rio beat Cena before he took off for a little while.
Yep.
It was nice to see Del Rio back. He actually won the title against Cena on my youngest's birthday, October 25th. That's the only reason why I remember the date.
Yep.
It's my daughter's birthday. But from there, we're going to go up to the Intercontinental belt. Heading into the new year, Dolph was the champ.
That's all over the place, that title.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Dolph won it in the middle of December 14th. I got it written down. So from there, Barrett beat Ziggler in January, the first week of January.
And he was still king when he won the title, right?
Yes.
King Barrett.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, okay.
He's still king now.
Yes, right. I just want to make sure that was the right time. Okay.
Yes. And then Daniel Bryan finally came back for a little bit in March, and he beat Bad News Barrett.
Oh, did you blink? I'm sorry. I
did blink.
Daniel Bryan.
I know. It's sad, though.
Just like
it is.
It is sad.
Terrible.
And then Bryan got hurt.
Again.
Looks like he's probably done, unfortunately. I don't know what else he can do.
His doctors are releasing him. WWE will not let him return.
Right.
We talked about this a lot when it comes to the older guys.
Yeah.
Randy Orton. When you don't need to be a CSI to notice a pattern of things happening.
Right.
And that's what's going on with these guys. The older they're getting. I'm not saying they're in their 50s and 60s. What I mean by that is wrestling. You talked about this before, wrestling age.
Right.
Your body's beat, you do this, you do that. And how many times, and when we watched, I have to say, next to what happened with Owen Hart, watching Triple H throw him over that top rope and watch him shatter his collarbone, and you watched it on television and you saw his face.
Remember when they were taping it up and they were still smashing it? He was all taped up. It was ridiculous what they did to him.
There is a certain thing on being in the ring when you take care of the guy you're with.
Right.
I understand that. There is a certain protocol. And there is, trust me.
Absolutely.
But you know what the protocol should have been? Count him out.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Disqualified.
The guy had no upper body.
Right.
He had barely one hand to move when he got himself up. And he crawled back into the ring for a pedigree.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
That shows the heart of Daniel Bryan.
Oh, absolutely.
It does.
Hot and a great worker.
Yes, unbelievable worker.
At the time, most over guy.
Yep, exactly.
Over Cena.
Yep. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was watching Raw this week, and it looked like Sin Cara dislocated his shoulder. That looked like a legitimate
that was
dislocated
it definitely
shoulder.
was, because he landed on the shoulder.
You
Did you
could
see that?
see it, yeah.
If you watch
It was bad.
If you watch the bump, and
So you can hear him saying,
you
"Oh,
can
my shoulder."
hear that. Especially me being around a lot of guys outside and you know up on the apron, and you hear that noise.
You know.
That was. I was like, uh-oh. And usually what happens is that in a lot of time people don't understand. If you see a referee go like this.
That means there's trouble.
Okay, this is real.
Yeah, it's real.
Get out
Come
here,
on.
please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, before the cameraman went away from the New Day, the one of the refs that was outside turned on one knee and they went away from it. The camera guy.
You caught it real quick. Yeah, it was only a half a second.
But what happened was after they do that, they stopped and then the camera went back because New Day was, talking trash.
Right.
But another guy out.
Yeah. What are they? The New England
They must have
Patriots?
popped it back in. He went for another 6-7 minutes. He was he was getting slammed from the top rope, suplex from the top rope by Big E.
Unlike the original Sin Cara, who hurt his finger and didn't want to wrestle no more. Remember that against Alberto?
Yeah.
And Alberto threw him in the ring and put the boots to him for real.
Well, I mean, that was definitely a shoot. He was giving him a receipt.
Yeah, he didn't like him anyways.
No.
They got along a little bit in Mexico. First, I heard all this from like Conan on his podcast. I love the MLW podcast.
Definitely.
I listen to them every night. That and the 2.5 Wrestlers. Shout out to you guys. You guys get the best podcast out there. Back to the Intercontinental belt. After Daniel had beaten Bad News Barrett, and he had to give up the title.
I have to go.
Yeah.
It's not bad news anymore.
It's not. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're
After
right.
the King of the Ring, remember with the crown.
Yeah.
Gimmick.
Yeah, speak real quick to get off top real quick, but you gotta love R-Truth when he was coming out with that plunger and stuff.
I love that guy.
Again, we were talking off here.
I love that guy.
Comedy. If you're gonna do a 3-hour show, you need your comedy.
Yeah, you do.
We'll get to that stuff.
He's top notch. He really is. When it comes to
Mike and
that
getting
crowd over, forget it, man.
He is phenomenal.
He's the best. He really is.
But Ryback ends up getting the title, and then Kevin Owens beats Ryback.
Yes.
That was a good move, I thought.
That was a real good
Giving
move.
Kevin Owens the belt
That was
good.
perfect.
Yeah.
Keep him hot.
But then he fell off. It was like after he had the title, I felt like, I think he was going with Sheamus, and then all of a sudden he was going back with Ryback, and then he was going with Dean Ambrose.
Did you happen to watch Monday night?
This Monday, yeah.
Did you happen to notice when they came back from commercial, Owens was already in the ring for his match?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing, no entrance,
What is
no nothing.
going on?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that they're going to use
As a
this
jobber?
talent as a curtain jerker?
Yeah.
Right.
No, man.
That's
Not
saved
him.
for guys like Tyler Breeze and stuff.
No
I can't
offense.
believe that,
No
yeah.
offense. Because Tyler's a great worker.
Right.
He's a great hand.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he's already proven himself to where he should be.
Absolutely.
Tyler Breeze is working his way up, which is good. He did the thing with Ziggler, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But you know what? How do you do that? And I've said this, and you can go back and watch the shows between, and I say this time and time again, and this is my favorite saying, a fat guy who can wrestle.
Yeah. And that guy can wrestle.
And he can work,
he can
man.
wrestle.
He can work.
talk.
I remember watching him
And
go
he
in his
can talk.
matches with John Cena, and it was like even sometimes the look on Cena's face, he's just like, what is this guy doing?
He's
to
like,
me,
oh my God, he's upstaging me.
Yeah.
Yep,
You know,
exactly.
He stole the show. Every match I
Yep.
seen Kevin Owens, as soon as he came on the scene, he came on as the big time heel. And, I tell my son, I'm like, that's a guy you like. We like him.
Exactly.
We like Seth Rollins.
He's a heel,
You know
that's
what I mean?
fine.
Yeah.
But he plays the heel
That's it.
perfect.
Oh, absolutely. He's fantastic with it. And then just recently, a couple weeks ago, Dean Ambrose at the TLC pay-per-view beat Kevin Owens.
Yep.
I like Ambrose.
I like
think he's a good
Ambrose a
worker,
lot.
too.
I like him a lot. All right, so let's move over to the tag team belts real quick. Heading into the...
I mean, do we have to?
Yeah, well, how about this? We'll just say it and then we'll get off it, okay?
Day Rock.
Yeah, right. See, exactly.
All right. So let's
Exactly.
real quick. The Usos beat Miz and Mizdow in November 2014.
Yep.
So heading into the new year, they were the
Mizdow.
champs.
Yep.
Then Tyson Kidd and Cesaro beat the Usos. Then
Good run. Good run.
Yeah.
Really good run.
Then the New Day beat Kidd and Cesaro.
Yep.
Right? And now both Kidd and Cesaro are on the show.
Both hurt.
They're both hurt. Yeah. Primetime players beat the New Day, which I like to see because I really wanted to see them guys get a little bit. You got to take advantage of Titus O'Neil now.
Yeah.
He's 37,
Yep.
38
Yep.
years old, and he's got charisma. He's got the talent. He can work.
Yeah.
He really can.
I like Titus.
I like him a lot. And then the New Day beat primetime players, and they still hold the belt.
And they still
now.
have it to
They
this
still
day.
have it. So they've been in almost a 5-month reign so far. World title, real quick. All right. Brock Lesnar, heading into the new year, had beaten Cena
Yep.
in August. Then at WrestleMania on March 29th, Seth cashed in the Money in the Bank.
Unbelievable.
I loved it.
Unbelievable.
I
Pinning
loved it.
Reigns.
Right.
And Lesnar lost the title without even getting pinned.
That's it.
That was the match.
Right,
That's the
which
match,
is
yep.
interesting. That's what I kind of like about three-ways, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
That way, you can keep the guy that held the belt who lost real strong still.
Yeah, you
Because
can-
he didn't get pinned.
No.
Well, he came in, he curb stomped. Didn't
Yes.
he curb stomp?
Yeah.
Ross?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Yep.
And then he curb stomped Reigns.
Yes.
Well, right after he did that, if you noticed, and it was with a quickness, you have to watch that camera. He pushes Brock out of that
Out of
ring.
the ring.
Yeah.
Out of the ring, yes.
Get him out of the way. You got to
Push-
get the beast out of there.
Because think about it. You don't want to. We actually brought something up about this a week or so ago, and this is the part that it kind of kills me. But with Brock, they're using it, and I appreciate it. They pushed him out of the ring because, okay, boom, you finish a move. You only get a few seconds to go to do what you got to do.
Right.
They kept their monster strong.
Right. Yep.
Him and I spoke about that. The Rock's cousin just came out in NXT, Nia Jax.
And we will get to her in a little bit, for sure.
You have this monster. I'm not saying that derogatory toward her. She's
Right.
she's
I know what you mean.
yeah. She's supposed to
Monster
play the
in the ring,
monster
right.
in the ring.
Right.
And they put this girl over her and makes her tap out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Oh, yeah, we talked about that 2 weeks ago.
What
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yeah.
I
you
agree.
just made your monster
Tap
this
out.
big.
Yeah.
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 You don't do that.
Yeah.
Anything, like you were saying, that roll up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any type of thing but tap.
You know what?
Right.
Even
You can't make her tap.
even if Bailey used the tights, the crowd would have loved it.
Yeah,
Right.
of course.
Because she has to beat the competition.
Exactly.
How do you beat a monster? How do you pin a monster?
Sometimes you got to cheat.
Exactly. And you know
Tap
what?
her out. Yeah.
Exactly. Why would you have that? So you know what to do? Maybe have the cameraman over an angle. Maybe have Bailey put a couple fingers up and
Grab the
no,
tights.
she grabbed
Yeah.
my. I didn't say 1, 2, 3. That's all I saw.
That's it.
Right,
You
right.
know?
We shoulda
And
did.
it also would have made something good into her character too, like to know I'll do what I have to do.
Exactly.
Exactly. And you know
I'm
what?
a good guy. I'm a fan favorite or whatever.
Exactly.
But I will do what I have to do.
And
to
I'll tell
defend
you
my
right
title.
now, if that was the way that ending went,
Yeah.
that crowd would have popped.
Yeah.
Like laughing because, oh my God, here's this baby face who doesn't do anything wrong.
Right. Roll her
Grab
up
some
with the
tights
Yeah.
and get a 3 count. Listen, Jesse Ventura, he'll tell you straight out.
Oh, the body.
If you can't win, cheat.
That's
it.
right.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry, you can't win, cheat.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Seth, finally, I'm sorry, he got hurt.
Yes.
And they had the world title tournament.
Yep.
Which we're not going to get just real, but I just want to say one thing real quick.
It's a terrible
that
tournament.
There was a chance to bring
Awful
up some
tournament.
new stars.
Awful tournament.
There was a chance to bring up some new
Who'd
stars, and they
who'd
did it.
Kalisto beat in that
Oh
tournament?
my God.
Did he beat?
Didn't they put him over Ryback?
Yeah, I think even I mean,
Yeah.
I like Ryback.
Yeah.
He's all right, but to put Kalisto over Ryback is like.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the Intercontinental Champion.
That's what-
He's getting all these pushes. And
Yeah.
That's
this
what I
and
mean. That was-
and then you got Kalisto going over on him.
Again, you put this 180-pound guy over this 340-pound monster.
Yeah.
Again.
that was
Exactly.
really dumb. That was
Yeah.
dumb. And I love Kalisto.
Yep.
really
I
like him
do.
too.
So from there, Reigns beats Ambrose in the title tournament. The same night, Sheamus cashes in his Money in the Bank, wins the title.
What'd they call
Horrible.
that? 515?
550.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Sheamus 550.
Terrible
And
ending.
finally
Yeah,
on
that one.
Raw, like a little
I
less than a
couldn't
month
believe that they
later.
did that.
I know.
A little less than a month later, Roman Reigns beat Sheamus, and now Roman Reigns is finally the WWE World Title holder.
Has he
For now.
has he defended it?
I don't think so.
Nope.
How long
I
has he
don't
had
think
it?
Yes.
Couple weeks
Couple
now?
Couple
now,
weeks.
yeah.
Couple weeks.
So he
No
comes out
defense.
with that stupid grin on his face and hasn't defended.
With his wet hair.
Hasn't defended the title yet.
Yep.
What kind of champion is that? What are
Yeah,
you doing?
No, I hear you.
champion.
I hear you. Well, let's play a little game right here, right now, while we're on the WWE and titles and all that. But
Okay.
push or release. Okay.
Grace.
I like it.
Yeah, sounds good.
We got primetime players
Are you saying as a tag team or as singles?
As a tag team.
You know how I feel about tag teams. I'm sorry. I think the whole WWE should be tag team.
Yep.
I think you should go out back and go, you know what? Why don't you two be tag team?
You never know what you're gonna get. You got to get the chemistry.
Like
you know?
back in the
Exactly.
day, that's what they used to do.
Yeah.
Back in the NWA days, back in the 80s, what they used to do is they used to have this thing called the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup.
Oh,
Yep.
that was great.
So what they would do is they would just go,
You.
yeah, oh, you
Yeah,
know what?
we need a couple
why don't-
teams.
Oh, you know what? I need you two. Let's call down Mid-Southern. We need a couple of guys. Hey, we just grab guys out back and put them together.
Yeah.
And of course, back in those days, they always put the big babies over and stuff like that, the
Right.
baby faces. But they put together like Nikita Koloff and Dusty Rhodes to
Yeah,
win.
yeah.
And they always went toward the end, and of course the ending was always like either a Four Horseman gimmick or something that was. But I'm sorry, you know how I feel about tag teams.
Right. Well, push or release.
I mean, they've already had their push, in my opinion. They've had their chance. So if I have
you
to pick
think
one,
release?
it's got to be release. I mean, they put them up there. I like them, but I just think I like the New Day better than them. I think they're better wrestlers. They're definitely much better on the mic. I mean, those guys, they kill it on the mic.
Yes.
I mean, I'll laugh out loud at some of the stuff they do.
Oh,
you don't know what
definitely.
they're going to do.
Definitely.
So, I mean, if I got to pick one, I'm going to have to pick release on them.
I'm going to go with them.
Yeah,
I'll go with
I
it.
agree too, because like you said, they got their push. It's unfortunate because I like them both.
Again, nothing against either one of them as a talent.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, it's time.
Right.
We've seen them. They've had, they held the title.
Right.
And it just, in my opinion, it wasn't fresh. I would rather see the New Day with the title coming out there every week.
I think on the next guy, we're all gonna pretty much say we're gonna be the same.
Okay.
Adam Rose.
Who?
Exactly. Adam Rose. Gotta go.
I heard a little snippet
go.
online that they were thinking about putting him back with the Wyatts. I guess his first gimmick was like
The South African guy.
an African
Yes.
jacked
South
guy,
African
and
guy,
they were
yeah.
gonna put him with the Wyatts,
Yeah.
which I was like, ooh,
That would have been great.
that would have been good.
That's when he was named Leo Kruger.
Leo
Right.
His name, Leo
Kruger.
Kruger.
That's
And
right.
He was bigger.
Yeah, he was bigger.
He was like 30, 40 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I mean,
then-
what was that Adam Rose gimmick? I never got it.
I never got it.
I
You
never
know,
did.
Party guy. That's
Yeah,
it,
but
party
I
guy.
mean-
Here's the thing with NXT. When it comes to NXT, you do have guys who've been there quite a long time. And let me just throw a name out real quick. You got Tyler Breeze,
Yep.
who was not Tyler Breeze. You know who Tyler Breeze was? Tyler Breeze was a guy who was there for 3 years, and they went,
Wasn't he Mike Dalton at one point?
Dalton or
Yeah, he was Mike Dalton at one point.
and they go, I just want to let you know that we're going to do some cutting. Not like saying you're cut. We're going to do some cutting.
Yeah.
He went home because he lives in Orlando. He went home and he sat with his girlfriend. He goes,
books.
I got to do something. I have to do something. There's something I need to do because they're going to let me go and my wrestling career is over.
Right.
Because think about it. If you're in NXT, excuse
You're
me,
already. I mean, you're there. You're knocking on the door.
there's only one door left to go through.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
one door left. And excuse me, it's not a door. It's a curtain, by the
Yes,
way.
it
right,
is.
right to walk that aisle.
That's it. Yep.
So he comes out with this gimmick. My buddy Matt Bloom, is a friend of mine, and he's the head trainer over at NXT.
Tensai.
And A-Train Albert.
Oh, Prince Albert. I
Prince
love
Albert.
that guy. That guy was the man.
Maddie's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he came in all dressed in full gimmick, and Maddie was just in hysterics. He's like, see?
With the selfie stick or without the selfie
Oh, no, the
stick?
whole time.
Oh, I love it.
The whole time. That's
It is funny to me. I mean, yeah, I do.
well, you know what he
Tyler
did?
Breeze.
And he'll tell you. You know what he did? He took a little Rick Martel,
Yeah, you have to.
because
Right.
he took some 80s and 90s stuff,
Yep.
and he'll tell you straight out, Gorgeous George.
Yep.
He said he watched hours and hours, didn't
Right.
even go to class, sit there
Just
and watch
watched it.
hours and hours and hours of Gorgeous George. And what happened?
Tyler Breeze.
Breeze.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his. I say release him.
Release?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I mean, I'd say give him a push. I do like. I just feel like the WWE. They need something new.
Give him a shot.
Give him a shot. They,
Yeah.
they have too much of the old guys running through. Like Ryback keeps on getting cycled through, and
Yep.
he's good. But I mean, he does the same. 4 or 5 moves every match.
Yep.
Breeze seems like he's got a little more of a skill set in the ring. So
Good worker.
I'd say I'd
Good
say
worker.
give him a push.
All right,
Not me,
I
not
say
me.
keep.
You say keep him.
Yep.
I say get rid of him.
Okay.
We got a lot of guys. Got a lot of guys here to cover, so we'll try to keep some of these short. Alex Riley. They had
Release.
him. They had him. As long as Cena's there, he's never going to get anywhere.
No.
Right.
So you might as well release him.
Release.
Give him a
Yep.
chance to make some money somewhere
Yep.
else.
Release.
Bo Dallas.
Oh, man.
I got to remember.
I do like him.
Got to remember, Bo Dallas' dad also
Bo,
works there,
And his brother.
and his brother's
Bray
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Brother's a
right?
big dog.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
I personally, myself, I like Bo.
I like him too.
Especially in the position
He's good
that
in the
he's
ring.
in.
I
You like
think
the
he's
gimmick?
good.
I like the gimmick.
Really?
I do.
I'm
really
not a big
do.
fan of the gimmick.
I like the gimmick. I think it's hilarious.
he's a great. It is. Well, yeah, it's hilarious. Yes, I think they could do more with him. I think they could. I mean, I feel like I see him a couple times and then I don't see him for like
Right.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
here he is coming back again. And what was he was dressed up as Santa Claus last week? I'm sitting there
Right.
like, who is this guy?
Right.
And then he
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out and I'm like, oh, it's Bo Dallas. My son hates him. I like him.
I like
so
him.
I'd say give him a push.
All right, I'm on the other side. I love his brother.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of his father.
Yep, me too.
And a little FYI for you guys.
yeah, I already know. It's
a little
my father.
a little FYI that they have a sister.
Oh, really?
Yes, and supposedly she's going to break in NXT as just an announcer.
Oh, wow.
So,
You heard it here first.
yes, sir. You heard it.
His grandfather's Blackjack Mulligan, too.
Oh,
so,
all right.
third
Correct.
generation
It's in
wrestler.
the family.
That's right.
Curtis Axel. He's got a lot of potential, but his personality,
Well,
dude.
Yeah,
what
I
they
don't
were
know.
doing with that gimmick, I'm sorry, I loved it.
Yeah.
The Mega Powers,
Right,
New
right.
Millennium.
Oh, I like that part.
I'm
yes,
sorry.
when they were doing
but
that.
then what happened with Hogan and
Yeah,
the whole,
they had
get
to
rid of
drop it.
they
Yeah.
pulled everything out, and then
They
there
had
goes his
to,
gimmick.
Unfortunately, they had
Me,
to.
myself, personally, as of where we stand, because of what's going on, and I love the NXT guys, release.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I say release too, unfortunately.
Release?
I agree. Yeah.
All right, the next guy is a local guy. He used to go by the name of Aaron.
Oh, no, keep him
Aaron
forever.
Stevens.
No.
I say the same thing.
Keep him
Aaron
forever.
Stevens, Mizdow.
Mizdow.
Oh, Mizdow.
Damian Sandow.
You got to keep him.
Forever.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love
Great
him.
hand.
He did,
Yep.
did great with the Miz. That whole thing when he would mimic the Miz.
It was all the Miz. It was
I
all
mean,
him over the Miz.
it was him.
all him.
Yeah,
I
Made
feel
that
like the reason
entertaining.
why he got booted is I feel like the Miz was thinking like, this guy is taking my thunder.
He
Oh,
did
yeah.
totally steal his
He did
thunder.
steal his thunder. He did. He
And
absolutely did.
He was awesome. And the Macho, I love the Macho Man. He's
Oh,
my
my
favorite
God,
wrestler
right?
of all
Yeah,
time.
I love
and
the Macho.
to see somebody else come out and
That was
a lot of
cool.
people would say, "Oh, that's kind of disrespectful." I'm like,
No.
in my opinion,
No
that's
way.
a tribute to Macho
Exactly.
Man.
It was a tribute
He came
to him.
out
I
and did
agree.
everything he can with the fingers, with the glasses.
He
He
did.
tried to do
You know what?
everything to the T.
My opinion, keep him forever.
Yeah, me too. I hear that.
Love Aaron.
Los Matadors. Go.
Yeah, they got.
well,
No,
here's-
I like the little gimmick too, though. It's funny. It's good for kids.
Send them keep El Torino because I like the little
Oh,
bull guy.
he's awesome.
I like the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bull
yeah.
guy.
FYI again,
Yep.
little insider. They are repackaging them again for the new year.
Oh, good.
So
All right.
technically, they are gone.
Yeah.
But they're going to be repackaged.
That's something completely different.
Totally different.
Here's a guy that I hated right from the start, but as time has gone on, I've grown to really like David Otunga.
Oh, I got it.
Is he even there anymore?
I don't even know. I haven't seen him.
He is there. He is there. But
I can way do without
you know,
him.
I've seen him. I think on,
I think
on
it's time to
cameras in the
release
back.
him.
Yeah.
But I liked him. At the end, I hated him at first.
Yeah, he
I
never really
literally
stood out to
hated him.
me. He was.
Not at all.
No.
So you know what? No, release.
Yeah.
And this guy, Fandango, I think they need to repackage him somewhere else. He's a good hand.
I love
another
Johnny.
local guy. Another local guy.
guy.
Johnny Curtis.
Johnny Curtis.
Johnny Curtis.
Johnny's a great guy, a great worker, unbelievable hand. You know what? I think Johnny needs to be repackaged or be put with someone.
That's what I mean. Some of these
Yes.
guys
Yeah,
make
yeah.
a tag team.
That would be,
repackage
you know,
them as
something you're right.
as a
With
good
a tag team, that would be phenomenal. Even
They
him
need
and
a couple
Axel
more
would
teams.
be a pretty
That'd be a
decent
good
team.
team.
Yeah.
That would
Team.
be a decent
Him and
team.
Bo Dallas. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, there
that's
you go.
nice too. Yeah, that's real good.
they need
really
a couple
good
more.
workers.
Yeah, they need a couple more good
We're
tag
gonna
teams.
cover Dusty's boys right now, real quick. Goldust and Stardust.
Okay.
Goldust, obviously, you got to keep him around
Yeah,
for
you
now
can't-
because the
yeah.
people still pop for him.
Yep.
yeah.
They do, and he's a good hand in the ring to wrestle these young guys. Like
Yeah.
if Tyler Breeze is going to have a match, you put him in the ring with
Yeah.
Goldust.
He was kicking back around. He came back out on Monday.
Yeah,
during,
yeah, it was great.
TV, yeah.
He was one of my favorite characters for a long
I did.
time.
I loved him.
His shoulder's better.
Oh, all right, that's
He come out of his shoulder surgery even better than the first time.
good to
So
hear.
he's good. But my personal opinion on his brother, I think they're just repackaging the hell out of him because they don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
And this Stardust gimmick,
Yeah,
I was gonna
that's
say,
getting stale.
they need to bring him back to Cody Rhodes, and the Goldust needs to do it somehow with
Yeah.
him. It's sometime I don't know
I
whether
mean, why
it's slap
can't
him
they just-
upside the head
yeah.
and go
tag
you know,
team again.
Exactly.
I mean,
come on, it's right there. It's
It
right
is.
there in
Even
front
if
of
you
you.
don't believe it, smack him upside the head and say, "You're a better wrestler than me. You don't need the gimmick. I needed a gimmick.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't need a gimmick.
Right.
You're
Right.
Dusty Rhodes, son. You're Cody
Yep.
Rhodes.
Yep.
You're a phenomenal
Yep.
worker. Something, anything like that. And repackage it, bring him back to Cody Rhodes.
Even
You know,
him.
he's been another good guy to the team with like Johnny Curtis.
Yeah, even him, I feel like, going with the Ascension, and I feel like they dragged them down because
they
when I first seen the Ascension, they seemed like a good team, a good tag team, and then next
Talk
thing
that
you know,
way, you know?
Yeah, because
Next thing you know,
that's
you
all
don't
right.
like
But
the
no, but it's all right. But
Ascension?
that's
No,
what
I
wrestling-
don't.
Everyone's got their own opinion, dude.
I-
It's all
I-
good.
I
You can
thought
talk
they
that
were
way,
good.
brother, because
I'm
I'm
not a
totally
big
against
fan
you.
of
No,
those guys
not
at
at
all.
all.
I thought they did pretty well in the ring.
Yeah,
It's just,
some people did think
my,
they did all right.
My whole
That's why
thing
they're
was,
still there.
with the tag teams, there was nothing there. Like, I get it, the whole Legion of Doom gimmick thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of that, but to see two new guys come in and challenge these other tag teams
Yep.
Right.
was
They
good
could
in
have
my
did
book.
it. The powers that be could have did that a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't think they were ready for when they came up either.
No.
They could have had more time down there, and then when they came up, it might have been better.
Right.
But
They,
the
like,
people,
rushed them, pushed them
a
in.
lot of people shit on them immediately.
Yes. Yeah.
Immediately.
Yep.
And that didn't help them at all.
Agree.
Jack Swagger.
Gotta
Sorry, but you gotta go.
Gotta go.
He's getting stale.
He's
too.
totally had. You can't repackage him anymore.
No.
You can't repackage him. You can't put him with anyone.
I mean, he's won the world title, hasn't he? He's won the world title,
Correct.
the U.S. title.
He's been a U.S. champion.
Title. I mean,
He's been almost everything except the tag team.
Correct. He's never had a tag team to go into that.
To get a belt.
But you know what, though? It's the same gimmick over and over and over again.
The
now they're
American
just
hero.
using him as filler.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yep.
I'm sorry, nothing against you, Jack. But we talked about this little guy off the air, little guy Hornswoggle.
Oh, Hornswoggle. Give him a push.
I love my.
Give him a
You know,
push.
even if you don't give him like the big, huge push, but he should be doing something on
Him
TV
and El
with
Torino,
somebody.
next tag team champion.
That would be hilarious.
That would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yes,
Put him
definitely.
in the ring with a
would
six-man with Kalisto.
Yeah.
Kalisto would look like a giant, you know what I mean,
Yep.
in the ring with him. I'd love to see that. That'd be funny.
Unfortunately for him, in the new year, his suspension is up.
Yeah.
So hopefully he learned from his mistakes,
Right.
and he will come back, and they will. But I am on your side. I think they should put those two guys together.
That'd be hilarious.
Like they did in the '80s with the
Even
little guys. You
Even
know.
after, remember when there was Jerry the King Lawler and Doink the Clown? They came in and Doink had Dink.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, Survivor Series is 6 little clowns, 6 little
Yes.
kings.
Yeah,
and they're
that
all
was
fighting
great.
against each other.
That
It was
was
awesome.
great.
You know?
That was great.
It's
That
good
really
for TV.
was.
You know, it's good. It's something new to look at instead of
people
watching
love
the
it.
same thing. Yeah, it's not the
everybody
same
loved
thing.
that. That was so funny.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely.
All right, we're going to a couple of stars already right now. They're big stars. They've been around a long, long time. Kane and the Big Show, I feel.
Time for both to retire, brother.
That's what I think they should retire.
Big Show's a definite retire,
Yeah.
I'd say. Kane, I think he might have a little bit left in him.
They
as
were
far
trying.
as,
They were trying with Rollins, and it was going good.
It was going good.
going good.
But then Seth got hurt, and I feel like maybe they didn't know what to do with him now. So that's the whole, the Brothers of Destruction. Him and The Undertaker did their thing, and then
they were trying to do two things at once too.
Yeah.
You know, the corporate Kane.
yeah.
Yep.
Brothers of Destruction.
Well, that was good when there was whole,
I thought it
corporate
was-
Kane, and then the
it's a
mask
good-
is missing, and where's the
Yeah,
mask?
he was
And
funny.
I don't know where the mask
Yep.
went, and then next thing you know, here he
comes
comes.
Kane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that was good.
It was good though.
We already covered the Ascension. Mark Henry, gotta go.
yeah.
Man, how do you feel
World's
on that one?
strongest man. I mean, I've just been watching him for so long, and he's never really been like a standout guy. He's
No.
always just been like a middle of the
Yep.
pack, a mid-card
Yep.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, if he can still do that job that he's always done, I'd say keep him.
Right.
Maybe not give him a push, but just, maybe like find some way to repackage him, maybe with some type of tag team or another faction. There's not very many besides
Right.
the New Day with the three
Not very many
different guys.
factions going on lately.
There's not
Yeah,
really.
correct.
you know?
Well, they're actually starting a couple more because they got the League of Nations.
The League of Nations,
But
yep.
we'll get to that a little bit
Yep.
after. Let's just get rid of these push and release little questions here. The Miz, gotta go. Sorry.
He's got to go. I'm
and it's
sorry.
funny because when he was in the main event of WrestleMania, I had started to get a lot of respect for him because I remember him saying how he was going to be a pro wrestler. He was going to do this. And all the stuff that was thrown at him when he first came into the WWE and they shitting on him and not, not treating him good and all that. Well, he had a chance. He was there. Now you watch him, his matches look horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. So release.
I agree.
Yeah, I'd say release.
Yep, release.
This is a tough one to even say. Natalya and Tyson Kidd. I'd like to see them pushed together when he comes back, if he's able to come back. I really would. I'd like to see them pushed together with her in his corner all the
As a
time.
singles-
no matter.
as a singles?
as a singles for now. Or do even a little of both. Put him with Cesaro if he gets back. I mean, that's a guy that we don't even need to put on the push or release. Because we all feel the same way, like Cesaro. Push him to the moon.
Awesome. Yeah.
Great worker, unbelievably strong guy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to back to the subject at hand, I think Natty should go down to NXT and just be a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, her and her husband are the last two people from the dungeon.
Yeah.
Who would you? I don't know about you, brother, but if I was going into NXT and they went, Natty and Tyson are coming,
Yeah.
I'd
All
be
about it.
so excited.
Yeah,
because
because you're going to learn
You got all the ties with the Hart Foundation and
two
everything
last
else. Yeah.
people ever to walk in the dungeon before the old man passed away.
Yeah.
So you know what? I think myself, send them down to NXT.
There you go. There you go.
Don't release them.
Right.
Send them down to NXT.
Do what's right for them.
I
Exactly.
definitely wouldn't have released him either, no matter
No,
what. Like
no.
you said, maybe do that, or give him a push together, or with, again, have her in the corner, him and Cesaro.
I know you're going down that list, but how do you feel about her last gimmick? About the
Oh, it was stupid. It was stupid.
you know what that was about, right?
The last one
The
with
dominatrix.
The dominatrix.
That's what that was
thing
about.
She was trying to do.
Oh, is that what that
Yes.
was?
Yeah.
I don't,
Remember she came up with that on the Divas show, and I'm like shaking my
she
head
never
going,
stood up
no.
to me. Like even a lot of the divas, like it seems like even with the divas, I'm not sure if you're gonna get into it, but it's
we will
like
talk divas
yeah, they're
after.
pushing. I mean, you get Becky Lynch, well, she's all right, but I mean, I'd rather see Sasha Banks in there. I even like Naomi over them. I thought they
Yes.
were both better in
Yes.
the ring.
Yep.
You know, and it's like all of a sudden Naomi, she isn't even in the ring anymore.
I know.
She's always off to the side.
Yeah, no, she's good, but I definitely like Becky Lynch.
I like
do.
her. I think
like
she's
the
good,
gimmick.
but
I think she stole the goggle gimmick from
It's-
Mistress Belmont.
Oh yeah,
That's a
it's like they
local
just
girl.
focus on
That's right.
just 2 or 3 at a time. It's like now it's just Becky Lynch and Charlotte. And,
Yep.
Paige is all of a sudden gone when she was
Yep.
All of a sudden.
just gone.
I know.
You know,
So that's my opinion. Your opinion on I think they shouldn't release them.
Definitely not release.
Send them down to NXT. Let them do their thing. Let them teach the new guys
Yep.
their way also, because of course they worked for WWE. They worked for the Vince on the big stage, so they must be doing something right.
Right.
Send them down to show how the dungeon does it.
Yep.
That's my
Initially,
opinion.
I would have released, but I'm gonna have to agree with Derek on
Yeah.
this one and just send them down and
Send them down there.
The next one, I'm going to group these 3 girls together. They're not like together in a group or anything like that, but Rosa Mendes, Tamina, and Summer Rae, in my eyes, they all got to go.
Okay.
There's so much more talent down in NXT than
Rosa,
these guys.
I'm
these girls.
I nothing against her personally. I don't know
Yeah.
her personally.
Yeah.
Useless.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was
She had a job for a long time because she was taking care of Michael Hayes.
correct, and also she was eye candy.
Yes.
Because of what she wore.
Yeah.
Summer Rae.
Summer Rae.
I haven't seen her ever since the Ziggler.
Well, she's with
with
Prince
Tyler
Pretty.
Breeze. That's right.
Yeah. So, but
so maybe if you're gonna push him, I think it's good to have.
I think it's a good,
especially
not a bad idea.
Right.
But Tamina, love her dad.
high flying Schnucker.
Yeah.
Love her dad to death. Love her brother Kane. Great people.
Mm-hmm.
No, release.
I mean, she doesn't do it.
I feel really
She doesn't
solid.
do anything.
I feel the same. If somebody's just out there, just
to be out there.
just to be out there,
Yeah.
not really. Like every once in a while, she'll interfere in a match and give somebody, a super kick or
Right,
whatever.
right.
And she can't even really get her leg all
But
the way up
good.
there.
And then you see when the referee's got his back turned and she's super, she falls.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. It's like she doesn't, and I feel like she's the one that needs to get nursed
How
in the back after
professional?
that.
How professional is that when you're not working at all? You're not doing anything. You throw a super kick
You
and you
fall,
fall.
yeah.
Oh my
man.
God! Thank God for camera angles sometimes. Let
Yeah,
me tell
no
you.
kidding.
But the problem is that us sitting here watching it on that television, sometimes the camera guy, someone's getting an extra pay that night because
Right.
but the 30,000 people that are there just went,
Yeah, they see it.
what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd say.
So her release.
I'd say, like maybe with Summer Rae, like you said, if you're going to keep her Pretty Prince.
Yeah,
and
I-
you haven't pushed, you could keep
I
her around a
forgot.
little longer, but the other 2 got to go.
Well, that's how bad.
That's
I
it.
forgot she was with him. She
See what
doesn't-
I mean?
She just kind of sits there,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you forget all about them if they're not good.
So yeah, if
Nope.
she's gonna be with Tyler Breeze, then
right, we
I
got-
always like the manager in the
Yep.
corner. I think they have to
I like
get back to
managers,
that
too.
a little bit.
We got 2 more names to cover real quick. We talked about him a little bit earlier. R-Truth, I say keep him.
Oh, you got it.
He's
Comic relief.
Absolutely.
He's different.
No matter what he does and says, he's funny.
I mean, he's out there
Always
last week.
funny.
Vote for me for the Slammy of the Year.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Miz like, Slammy was the last week. He gets up. What? Slammy was the last
What,
week.
what about the week before?
Yeah, and he won a Slammy.
Yeah, but what about the week before when he did with Paige?
Oh, yeah.
And then walks up and goes, I made a mistake.
Yeah, that was
Crowd
great.
pops and
Yeah.
she goes,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
It
read
wasn't
the
you.
wrong name.
Yeah, that was
the
a Steve.
Harvey
Yeah, that
thing.
was a
That was
Steve
great.
Harvey
It
thing.
was
That was
great.
funny.
The announcers, you watch the announcers cover up because they were laughing so
It was
hard.
so funny. He's so good at that.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
He is so good
So
at that.
him, I don't care what you do with him.
Gotta keep him.
Make him the Black Doink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
There you go.
okay, yeah,
Which
he
is
was-
pretty much he's already getting
Exactly.
taking a couple
yeah.
steps there.
Oh, he's fun. I love R-Truth.
Yes, me
I
too.
think he's good.
Our last
The
guy to
fans
cover on
love him.
this is
Definitely.
Zack Ryder. They already got him down in NXT working with Mojo Rawley,
Well,
who I'm not a big fan
they-
of at all. But Zack's a good worker.
Yeah, but they showed that Zach's not a team player.
Right.
They showed it. Mojo is a former football player, so on and so forth, and the kid's young and he's hype. That's the kind of guy you want. But Zach was negative about everything they did. Hence why now they brought him back up to the main roster.
Right.
Because they were like, well, okay, he's feeling better. Let's
Send him up.
Please.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a. To me, that gimmick was, that's 10 years ago. The whole Jersey.
It was 10 years ago anyway.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
All right, I'd like to cover a little bit more on the WWE, and then the last 20 minutes, I definitely want to cover NXT because
Yep.
I'm a huge fan of
Amen.
NXT.
Amen, brother.
We got the Royal Rumble coming up. like usually going in, you have an idea of who they're gonna, try to put over.
I can't. Yeah, you can't.
You can't
put your
read it.
finger on
No, I can't read it at all.
I hope. I know it's not possible. But I just want Seth to come back at the Royal Rumble. I know he won't because he's out.
No,
Too early.
yeah,
It's too early.
Too
But
early.
that would
Maybe
be.
WrestleMania. He might have a shot at WrestleMania. He might.
He just.
He might.
And
As soon as they lost Seth Rollins, even though he was a heel, it was like they just lost so much. Just everything, like just energy, and if it was him, out there, talking trash to the crowd about, where he was.
Chicken heel too, great, great chicken heel champ. Love that stuff.
Give a couple shots and run.
now, see,
love that.
him and I brought this up a couple weeks ago. Now, the thing with myself and Seth, is that I think you just talked about managers for a second ago.
Yeah.
There's no such thing anymore.
No, there's really
They're
not.
advocates.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen.
Well, that's Paul.
It is. And you know what? I worked with Paul for a lot of years. And I know Paul as a person. He excuse the terminology, he's not nothing. He is an employee of the WWE now.
Yes.
So if I write something on that paper, you're going to do it, Leo.
Right.
I write your check.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is what you're going to do.
Same thing when I go to work. My boss leaves a note and says, do this. Guess what? I got to do that.
You get paid to do it?
Yeah, of course.
And that's what happens.
Right.
There's no more such thing as a manager anymore, unlike the 80s when you could name 10 managers in one company.
I mean, you got Jimmy Hart, Jim Cornell, all those guys. Jimmy Hart, he was
Jimmy Hart alone.
Yeah.
And then you got, Freddie Blassie, you had Slick, you had all these guys.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is, my thing with Seth should be the guy not on the mic. He needs someone to talk for him. Because you see this guy, and he's a worker, and he does all these moves, and he's a spot monkey, and you're like, wow, look at this. And all of a sudden he gets on the mic, and it's like Mike Tyson.
I don't know, dude. I don't think he's that bad on the mic.
See,
I really
like
don't.
I
don't think
Mike.
he's that
You think
bad
he's
on the mic.
Terrible.
I really don't.
You're talking just like the way his voice sounds, or just
Oh
the way
my God,
he goes.
sounds like a whiny 7th grader.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of his gimmick, though,
Yeah,
right
I
now.
can give you
think.
that, the way his voice comes off and the trajectory of his voice, but I think like the things he has to say, you could tell he's just, I don't think, and nothing scripted with him. I just feel like he goes out
Right off
there
the cuff.
and from the heart, he just, whatever it is.
They gave him bullet points.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
When he came out for that slammy, like it almost gave me chills, like because that crowd popped so hard for him when he came out for that slammy. I don't think he was expecting it.
No,
and he
no,
came
no,
out
no.
and said,
He's coming back as a baby.
I almost want to say thank you for this, but I'm not because who else do you expect to win? Because I am the best,
And boom, right into
Right back,
character.
Yeah.
Right there.
I was
think
like,
he's
man,
going to come back as a babyface. I really do.
I mean, that would.
I could be wrong.
Maybe
but I
come
do
back
think
with the
he's gonna
Shield
come
and
back.
maybe have the Shield be,
They teased that a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
and
they
I
did.
loved it.
Yeah.
It looked I'm like, yes, because if anybody needed that, the only one that needed that reunion was Roman.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
The other guys
definitely.
don't need it.
No, not at all.
Dean Ambrose is going to be that guy that he is now. He's going to work hard.
Yeah.
He's going to go. He's going to be the lunatic fringe. He's going to run around crazy,
Right.
and that's who he's going to be. Roman, I don't know if he's ever going to make it over that edge that they want him to.
Unfortunately. I do use the word unfortunately because he is Inoki. He's from that side. But if you notice something. Anoa'i, excuse me. Yes, thank you.
You keep saying, I know. Inoki, I'm like, that's the Japanese dude.
Right. If you look at his tattoo, it's on the opposite side. Look at The Rock.
The other side, Rock's
Look at all those guys. It's on that side.
The Usos are the same family too, right?
Yeah,
correct.
Cousins. Yep.
They are cousins. Those are Rikishi's sons.
Yes.
Rikishi fought too.
Yeah.
See, that's a whole family thing. Because I just think that because of where Roman comes from, I think they had huge expectations for him. Don't get me wrong. He's a wonderful worker.
He is good. You know what? I think the biggest thing that happened to him that was bad for him was when he ended up winning that Royal Rumble when all the fans wanted Daniel Bryan to win.
Yes.
They all wanted Daniel Bryan. I think he was in it, but he got bounced early.
Was he in it? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
you're right.
He got bounced out early.
The 30th guy, when Rey Mysterio came out, they were all upset.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one?
They were mad.
Yeah, so I don't think Daniel Bryan wasn't in the Royal Rumble.
The one that
year.
Roman Reigns won? I think he was. He got bounced early.
I don't think he was because the fans were so mad. That's why Ray got booed because Daniel Bryan they thought was coming out the 30th.
Oh, you know what? He's right. Ray came out, not Daniel.
And they thought
That's why they were so mad. They were
And I remember they were fit to be tied, and even The Rock had come out, and they booed The Rock that night.
Yep.
Well, he got a pop coming to the ring. The minute he got to the ring, they booed him. They booed him.
So I think that was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Trying to put him over. I feel like they almost tried to put him over Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Yeah.
When they shouldn't have.
Yep.
The year before that, Daniel Bryan was in the Rumble and he
He
got
got
thrown
bounced
out.
early.
Yeah, bounced
All
early
right.
by Bray.
Right, my
And then they were
mistake, yes.
looking for something down the line for them because sometimes they do things like that for down the line, kind of like real quick, and then we'll get to NXT. Chris Jericho, when he teamed in that 6-man match,
Yes.
at the end when the match was over, he kind of bumped into Ambrose.
Yeah, I
Listen to
did see
Jericho's
that.
podcast too. Down the line, there's something there
Coming down
from
the line.
that.
But you know what?
It's not definite,
Yep.
but it can happen
But he
because of
left
what
it.
they did.
Yep.
You know what? Guess what? You left that glimmer.
Yep.
Right.
Because I actually almost forgot about that until you said. I remember at the end of the match, it almost seemed like Jericho was like ticked off, like,
Yeah.
and he bumped him on the way out and just kept walking out.
Didn't Jericho was the one that could pin?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why he was playing match. Something
Right.
happened. I can't remember what. He thought they were gonna like come in and help him like break up the pin,
Yep.
but they didn't.
Nope.
All right, so let's move on to NXT.
To my favorite.
Oh, I love
I'm
it.
sorry,
I watch
man.
it every week. Sometimes I watch it twice.
And
NXT,
and I like during my lunch at work.
Yep.
I'll go stop my car and I'll watch NXT in the car.
Right.
On my phone because I love it.
Me too.
These
too.
kids drive me crazy because they're so talented.
Yeah. Yep.
And we will go to the NXT part of it because that's what we're doing here. But with the talent they have in NXT right now and all the terrible, and I mean terrible injuries that are going through WWE.
It's bad. It's bad.
Listen, man, if you and I are talent down in NXT and I keep hearing this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy,
Now Sin Cara.
I'm going, you know what? Listen, man, let's go out back. Let's talk about this. Let's go
Yeah.
have some matches together.
it.
Let's go tell Paul
You're
what we want to do.
licking your chops for that
That's what I'm
chance.
saying.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is your chance is right there.
Yeah.
Let me show you I'm worth coming to the big stage. And then Paul will see that and go, well, you know, I do have Daniel Bryan out, and this guy kind of could fill that hole, and so on and so forth. We talked about tag teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a tag team fanatic.
Yeah.
I love tag teams.
Right.
I totally, it's funny. Vince hates tag teams,
Yeah.
and Triple H hates cruiserweights.
Right.
That's
Well, cruiserweights is like, I mean, I remember back when WCW did it.
That's when it was. That was
Yeah,
one was good.
it
though.
was
You
all right. They had a lot of them.
had a lot of
Yeah,
them.
who do you got now?
But
No,
remember
not enough. Not enough.
that what was not Nitro? What was the other one?
Thunder
Thunder was originally
for cruiserweights.
all
Cruiserweights
cruiserweights, and that's what it was for.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. They bring out a couple of guys here and
Yeah.
a couple of big guys, but that legitly was for the Eddie Guerreros,
Guerrero,
and that
yep.
was for all of them.
Juventude, yep.
Oh yeah.
The
And-
juice.
Exactly.
Yep.
But what happened? Again, Bischoff was like, I don't like these guys. What do I care?
Right.
And that's what Paul hates cruiserweights. He
That's
hates
why you
that.
won't see them getting pushed like that.
No, not at all.
But I'm thinking, guys that they should bring up or should have already brought up from NXT, especially for that title tournament. You had Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, both could have came up for that
Yep.
tournament.
I like Finn Balor. Samoa Joe, he's been around. I mean,
I love
he's
Joe.
he's
Great
good.
talent.
Yeah, he is a great talent.
Unbelievable worker.
He should be up on the roster right
That's
now.
what I
being pushed
feel
to the
like.
moon.
Yeah.
He
With
should
the
be
amount
being
of
pushed.
experience that he has, is why isn't he not already up
And
there?
I don't
you
know, because he's not a WWE guy.
Correct. And
That's why.
Here's the thing about that. When Samoa Joe was going through Ring of Honor and they were watching him, and he went from Ring of Honor right over to TNA.
Yeah.
So
He was there for over 10 years.
he was there for a long time, like
Yeah.
a lot of TNA guys are.
Right.
But if you notice, because of what's going on with TNA, because their management is
Horrible.
just
I'm
horrible. I don't
surprised.
even watch it.
I can't
Yeah, you
believe-
can't watch it.
I
You
don't.
can't.
they can't believe because how bad the talent is
Yeah.
Right.
on what's going on over there, and they're just doing whatever they think, doing their thing, whatever they want. It was time for Joe to mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what better place to bring Samoa Joe
Yeah.
but to WWE?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
maybe a clash with Roman Reigns somewhere down the line.
Down the line.
That would be awesome.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
And that would be
great.
more of a fit for him,
Because
I think.
technically, from what I heard, I talked to Joe a few times personally because I did work
Joe's
for...
a great guy.
Great guy. And I worked for TNA for a short time over in Orlando where I live because they had the main stage there. And he is a half-ass cousin somewhere of that side,
Yeah.
so that's why that's another thing. But
No, he's not related to them guys.
no, but that's what their gimmick was. He's
Okay.
wait
Somewhere down the line.
because
third
of the
cousin.
Samoan
Yeah.
thing, yeah, and that's like, for instance, where they were going to use the Ascension, they were,
Yeah.
oh my God, they're as good as the. The minute they said that, I was like, I think the 500 channel's on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever say that.
You can't compare, especially a young team just coming up like that. You
can't do that. You can't do that. And then put them in their gimmick.
Right.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful, man.
Big time. And that's where I laid it down. Like, I feel like looking past that, they did all right. But the whole, Legion of Doom, I mean, it's Legion of Doom. That's exactly what it is. I mean, they come out with the face paint, that, and it's just like, really, you can't do it. But
some of the other guys I think they should bring up is they got Bayley. I think she's good enough to come up.
I'm going to have to, brother, we're going to stick on that for a second. I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Because
that's what this is all about. It's about opinions. Anybody can have an opinion.
My opinion, especially watching her work the way she works, you watched her in some title matches. And get me wrong, again, I think she's very sloppy.
I don't know, dude. I have to disagree. She just had that match that she had with Sasha Banks. It was probably the best match I've seen all year.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Great match.
I didn't see any I mean, there were certain points in any match there'll be sloppiness, but I think she's top notch.
Well, I mean, think about it. A basic wrestling match is not 30 minutes anymore.
Nope.
Right.
A basic
5 minutes,
10
right?
minutes, 10 minutes.
You got anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a real match nowadays.
Yeah,
and that's
it's not like
doing.
It used to be.
They went 30.
Yeah, they went 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it was Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. They went an hour, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, they went
a bunch of guys.
They went an hour,
Yeah.
but then they were like, you know what? No, let's finish this. And that was a great gimmick because crowd went pop, boom.
Yeah.
And that's how the finish was. Sting and Ric Flair battled for 47 minutes, and they rang the bell, and Sting and Flair were like, what's
going on here?
Right.
What's going on? Because of the television thing, like for instance, do we do a real hour here?
Not really.
No, because there is a time frame.
Right.
They did 47 minutes from buzzer to bell.
Yep.
And they were in the middle of, I believe, that Sting had the figure 4 on Rick.
On Rick,
and they rang the and and they.
Those guys can work, man.
What do you-
Ric Flair right up until
what
the
are you
end.
doing to me?
That last match with Shawn Michaels he had too. That was
You know.
that was great.
The next guys, man, I'll tell you right now, they definitely should have been up already. And then obviously one of the guys got hurt, but bada bing, bada boom. The realest guys in the room.
Send them up.
Colin Cassidy,
Yeah.
Enzo Amore, and
Sorry.
Carmella, they got to come out.
I'm
They
sorry.
should have been up already.
Enzo is definitely on that comic relief part because
Yep.
he's awesome on the mic.
And he can work.
And he can work. And Cass is just the animal behind him.
Huge,
He's a monster.
huge guy.
He's the big guy behind him.
I mean, he's a big dude. And Carmella's eye candy. I mean,
Beautiful girl.
Good-looking girl.
Beautiful girl.
Good-looking
and a
girl.
great worker.
Yeah.
And you get.
Well, I don't know. That's where, see, you just said Bayley wasn't that good, and now you're telling me Carmella's real good. I'd switch that, dude. Carmella's not bad, but I wouldn't put her even close to Bayley.
No, not at all. She's a good worker for what she did.
Right.
For what she's doing. But I've seen Bayley because where I live in Tampa, when they go to Full Sail and stuff like that, I've seen Bayley work, and I just think personally, I think she's very sloppy.
Yeah.
Do I think she's ready for the big stage? No, I'm sorry. I don't think she's. I don't think she's ready for the big stage.
Well, with the Divas, I'd almost leave it at I feel like there's already enough of them up there.
Where they are right now.
They don't use them.
Yeah, but I
they're
mean,
not
you can't
getting
leave her
used.
there forever.
No,
That's the thing,
I agree. You can't
know?
leave her there forever.
And this is about who they should bring up.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I mean, she's definitely. She's next on the chopping block. If you
I
want to
would
put her
say,
at that, she's the
yes,
champion
definitely
down.
the next one.
Well, she's the
Well,
champ down there. That's who
maybe
they
not,
want.
Maybe not though, because there's a couple of girls that may jump right over her. Asuka, the girl from Japan.
Listen, all you have to do.
and Nia
All you have to do
Jax.
is say that name, Oscar.
Oh, she's incredible.
She is and I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. She is the top women's wrestler in
Yes.
the world.
Yep.
And of course,
Absolutely.
And who was she trained by? Bull Nakano.
Yeah. One of the greatest women's
One
wrestlers
of the greatest women's professional wrestlers of all time
Right.
was her trainer.
Yep.
How can you not bring this girl to the main stage?
Right. Well, they want to get her into the WWE style. That's
Of course,
why she's down
which is
there.
what they do, and she's probably one of those girls who won't win the NXT Women's title because they're going to put her to the WWE wrestling and boom, big stage.
Right.
There's the main event. There you go.
She actually made, you had said earlier, Naomi. What's the other one? What's
Alicia
the other girl?
Fox?
No, but the other girl that used to be with Naomi. Cameron.
She's gone.
Cameron.
Yeah, but she's in NXT.
Right.
Right. And it's just funny. Asuka actually got a decent match out of her. I couldn't believe it. I never thought anybody would get a decent match.
Yeah, weren't they both? What were Adam Rose's dances called? What did they call those? The Rosebuds. Yeah, they were both Rosebuds.
No, they were whatchamacallit. They were Brodus Clay's girls.
Oh, that's
they were Brodus Clay's girls.
Yes, they were Funkadactyls.
Funkadactyls. All right. Rosebuds, Funkadactyls.
But if you want to hear something, if you want to Google something when you get home, and shoot, by the way, 2011, just Google FCW. Look at the roster for FCW. You're going to go, huh? No, really. FCW roster back in 2011 was Naomi.
Yeah.
Who? AJ Lee.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. They had, because FCW, of course, became NXT because of Florida Championship Wrestling. That was the farm team.
Yep.
Just go Google it, and you'll go, who's AJ Lee? And who's Naomi?
Yeah.
And you see these girls.
They were good.
And all of a sudden, Naomi comes out.
AJ Lee was good.
Great.
Naomi is the FCW Women's Champion in 2011.
Yeah.
But
I like Naomi.
great worker.
She is.
Great worker.
And she went from being a face to a heel.
She's good.
Well, she was a face at first, and then they kind of pushed her as a heel, and I think she does it well.
And the whole thing is, too, with her, is she had the hardest time with that transition.
Yeah.
I understand she's a newbie and everything, and 2011 is a long time ago, and it is. But here's the fact of the matter. When you're pushed and you're a certain thing, I understand, and trust me, I do, because I love being the heel, but also I love being I love being the face.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you want the people to like you.
no, I don't.
Well, the faces do.
Of course
the
they do.
heels, they want you to hate them. The faces
matter
want
what.
the fans to like you.
They're putting asses in the seats.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether they hate you or they love you,
Any reaction's a good reaction.
you better believe it.
Yep.
Amen.
Okay, we're getting off track. We got to get back to this NXT. Next wave of superstars that are starting to appear in NXT.
Okay.
Blake and Murphy, they're already, I think they're at that level right now, at the top of being, one of the top tag teams, along with Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Patrick Clark's got a lot of potential. He really does.
Really?
Definitely, dude. Definitely. You ever watch any of his matches?
Yeah.
Go to MCW and watch his matches. That kid's got a lot of potential. Good size.
But he does, but I just don't know if he... I know the style you're talking about, and that's why I feel kind of different about that, because I just don't think he can grasp on their part on what they want to do.
Right.
I don't know.
I definitely
If
think
he
so.
does...
He's been around for like 5 years now.
But you know what? If he does, God bless, and he'll be an unbelievable talent on that side of it. He'll be great.
I think you got two can't-miss kids right here, Rich Swann and Biff Busick. They got to do something. I mean, they just let Sami Callihan walk away, Solomon Crow in NXT, because they weren't doing nothing with him. He was sick of it.
Yep.
I liked him. I mean, we did that independent show when he was there, and he was awesome. He was a great worker.
That was Tommy Dreamer's first show.
Yeah, no, that was
Kevin came and catered the show.
That was one of the best times I ever had going to that show. I met Scott Steiner, Tommy Dreamer, Edge.
It was everybody.
It was awesome. Yeah, who was the big guy we met? Was it Rhino?
Rhino was there, yeah.
Was it Rhino?
Remember I took a picture of Rhino getting the food? I was like, let me get a picture.
I mean, this was probably 5-6 years ago, so I mean,
No, not even, dude. It was like 3 years ago. Dreamer's Motion's only been around since like, 2012, 2013.
Yeah, it hasn't been around very long.
Because he's only up to his like 10th show.
Well, I'm going to say, I felt like a little kid in the candy store.
Something like that. But but Rich Swann and Biff Busick, Biff's real local.
Yes.
Rich Swann's from Maryland, Baltimore, actually.
I thought it was Jersey. Was it Maryland?
No, Maryland.
It was Maryland, okay.
He bounced around a little bit, too. His dad was murdered when he was a little kid. And his mom sent him to live with his grandmother or his aunt, one or the other. But then he ended up coming back, and they've supported him so much. This kid has got talent. Like, you wouldn't believe he can play the guitar, he can sing, he can work. You want to talk about an aerial guy? Wow. Yeah. Seriously, wow.
So, in my part of the business, we call him, so he's a spot monkey.
Oh, yeah. But he can work, though. It's not just that he can do the spots, but he's got psychology, too. Like I said, I mean, he can work in the ring. Biff Busick, on the other hand, is not a spot monkey.
Yeah.
He's strong style.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, with a name like Biff, you're not thinking you're not thinking of, another type of,
and he's
high-flying
local
guy.
Massachusetts, dude. And he's just incredible. I used to have a podcast, too, Ted and Biff's excellent podcast adventure. and when I catered that and did the concessions for that wrestling marathon show that Spencer Jowitz had put out last year.
Yep.
Was it last year? Might have even been this past year, right? It was. It was not like May or something like that.
2015.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they had tagged him, and I told them, I said, "Where's the podcasts? You know, I mean, because they're funny and stuff.
Yeah.
And they kept their podcast short. Their podcasts were only like 40 minutes of the thing. But it was good. It was just kind of like, you know, with all the other podcasts that are out there, the wrestling ones, I think they're all good. Jericho, you know what I mean? 2.5 Wrestlers, MLW, and Biff and Ted's were great too. But I think Biff's got a definitely good chance of making it big in
time.
the WWE
Yes.
someday.
Yep.
I think Triple H is really high on him.
Well, why wouldn't you be? He's a local guy.
Right, exactly.
You want to push your local guys.
Exactly.
That's it, yeah.
You know, and Biff really didn't get. He was doing well around here, but he didn't. When he got to CZW was when they really, you know, CZW and I'm almost positive he wrestled for Evolve or Dragon Gate, one or the other. But I know in CZW they put the belt on him, and he was running it with it for a while.
Yeah.
And Biff's got a lot of talent. Like I said, Asuka, we talked about a few minutes ago.
Sorry,
I mean,
she's top notch.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Some of the other guys down in NXT, you know, like right now the tag team champs are Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. And at first, when I first saw them, I wasn't too impressed because they were like generic, you know. But now as I watch them more and more, they're pretty talented guys.
Well, if you look at the gimmick, they're a cross between Stone Cold Steve Austin and remember the gimmick with that Kevin Sullivan and them had with Ricky Steiner.
The
Varsity Club?
Yes, yes.
Because of the jackets and the look, they're a cross between Stone Cold and the Varsity Club.
Yeah, and they're really good workers.
Yeah.
You know? Other CAG teams down there is, the Vaudevillains. At first, I was like, this is, you know, it's different.
Yeah.
But they didn't
I'm not into it.
me either. I'm not into it at all.
You seen it?
No, I haven't seen much of them.
It's like a 1920s, like they're rolling the thing back.
They got the things on and they do the fighting.
They're like this.
All right,
you know what I mean?
these guys. All right, I gotcha.
It's not good.
No,
it's not.
Do
No,
they try to be funny about it, or is it kind of?
no, it's real. They're
trying
going
to
to play that gimmick.
Yeah, if they're trying to be funny with it, I'd say, yeah,
and
you know,
I'm not
that's
saying
funny.
they're bad workers.
No.
They're not bad workers.
No,
it's just the gimmick is
it's
horrible.
a bad gimmick.
It's a bad gimmick. We talked about Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder. I'm not a fan of Mojo. I know he brings the hype and all that stuff. I'm not into it.
I'm not either. I'm not either.
Yeah,
you know? And it's a shame. I mean,
It is.
he's Rob Gronkowski's best friend.
I know.
How could we're supposed to like
Poor
this guy?
Gronk.
I know, poor Gronk. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But another tag team again. We're just in the tag. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. I like them guys a lot too.
Yeah.
Chad, remember on the TV, Chad kept asking, "Be my partner."
Well, you know,
I wrap this up soon.
If you look at that real quick, if you look at that, they go, you know, they were out back and they go, okay, you know what? I think this will be a great tag team. Well, I don't want a tag team. Well, I think it would be a great tag team. I don't want a tag team.
Yeah.
And they saw
That was
that.
great.
They saw the bickering. They went, turn the cameras on. Turn the cameras on.
Yeah.
Put them in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And it was gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
Tag team.
They were great.
That's what it all comes down to.
Amen. Amen.
Chemistry, you know, chemistry with another guy, even the guy you're working with in the ring. You got to have chemistry.
Got to.
That's
You
what it
have
all
to.
comes
You
down
have
to.
to do that.
Well, guys, 2015's coming to an end. Kev, it was a rough year for us, brother.
I know.
You know.
It was a rough year. Love you, Johnny.
Me too. I love you, my brother.
It was a rough one.
Bobby, love and miss you, baby.
His best friend passed away too this year. It's been a rough year.
it's-
But listen, 2016 is going to be all of our years.
Yes, it is.
That's it.
From Ring and All the Sports, Derek Dukes, Kevin Polito, I'm Leo Connors. Peace.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.